I'm sure you can see that these questions on information, they're not really difficult, especially if you have gone through a number of questions on them already. But tutors, most of the time we ignore that part of the syllabus. Why? Because there are harder things to do. So we are in a hurry to finish the harder ones. Students, they want to do the big calculations and the rest. Information, forget it. No, you cannot forget it. 2, 3 questions there can be the reason you are passing the paper overall. So please, during the revision, after the revision, do some work on that also. All right. Syllabus section A. Variances. Again, my favorite topic. But you see, the examiner doesn't respect it whether it's your favorite topic or not. If you cannot spot how to get your head around it quickly, it could end up wasting your time unnecessarily or whatever. We budget 10 kilograms of raw materials costing $18 per kilogram to be used in each unit of product A. A worldwide shortage of materials, outside our control. So planning, variance, meant that the normal market price of raw material rose to $22 per kilogram from 18 after the budget was set. The company's purchasing director, however, managed to purchase raw materials at 20. 11,000 units of product S were produced in the period, and material costs were that. What's the favorable material usage variance? What is the favorable material usage variance for product S? Is he asking for planning operational? Emphasis on usage. Budget 10 kilograms to make each of the 11,000 units. And to buy this at a price of 18. That's original budget. Flex to the 11,000 units. Question is on usage. Due to a worldwide shortage of materials, the market price went up to 22. Well, the kilograms was not revised. Okay, I get it. I'll tell you about it. The kilograms was not revised. It was a price that was revised from 18 to 22. Is my math correct? 10 times 11,000 is 11,000 times 22. I should do 2,420,000 here. Actual result. 11,000 units were produced using material that cost 2,145,000. Okay, So you remember I asked the question, the examiner asking for the planning or operational. I got the answer. The usage variance, the usage budget was not changed. So it means that when it comes to usage, there's no planning variance. Usage variance, we should use for producing 11,000 units, we should have used 10 kilograms. We did use were we told how many we used? $11,000 units of product S were produced in the period and material cost is 2 million. We're not told how many we used. Okay. Wow. We were not told how many we used. So let's say that the total variance, that's ignoring planning, was we should spend 1980,000. We did spend 2,145,000. I'm trying another option, 2,145,000. But we know that all the variance was due to price. So let me calculate the price variance. Let me calculate the price variance as we did spend that. We should have spent. Oh, this doesn't work for me. All right. So, example of a question that looks good but can waste your time. Let's take our time again. Okay, budgeted for 10,000 kilograms of raw material costing 18 to be used in each of product X. A worldwide shortage of materials meant that the normal market price of raw materials rose to 22 per kilogram after the budget was set. All right. LOCO's purchasing director, however, managed to purchase raw materials at 20. 11,000 units of product S were produced in the period and material costs were 2,145,000. Favorable material usage. How many did he use to make that? Ah, all right. How many did he use? Okay, original budget, revised budget, actual results. Should I use 10 kilos? Oh, okay, let's see this. If I use 10 kilograms to make, now if I should have used 10 kilograms to make the 11,000 units, yes. So I should have used 110,000 kilograms, okay, which I put up there. I spent $2,145,000 buying one at a price of $22. I spent $2,145,000 buying one. I should have bought one at $22. No, we were told how much he bought it for. He managed to purchase the raw materials at $20 per kilogram. Oh, $20 per kilogram times how many kilograms? Oh, this is easy, friends. $20 per kilogram times how many kilograms gave birth to this amount he spent, 2,145,000. Can you work that math for me? So I'm going to do 2,145,000 divided by 20. So he used 107,250. 107,250 kilograms. So I'm on course, or we are on course. Don't worry, when we finish, I'll explain again. You should have used 110 kilograms, but you did use 107,250 kilograms. What's the difference? 10 minus 7 is 3. 2,750 kilograms less. Value this, add the standard price of 18. Now, value this at the standard price of 22. 2,750 times 22, 60,500. Favorable. That's the usage operational variance. The usage planning variance, line 1 and line 2. We should have used line 2. We should have used, sorry, line 1, 10 kilograms times 11,000 units. We did use line 2, 10 kilograms times 11,000 units. That's fine. So the difference is 0 kilograms. So that it means the planning variance for usage was not revised. The planning budget was not revised. You value this at the standard price of 18 and get 0. Usage operational 6,500 plus usage planning 0 is 6,500. What's the favorable material usage variance? 60,500. No comma. Now, friends, let me tell you this. I'm happy, in one vein, I'm happy you saw that this was a question that wasted time, even for me, with the greatest of respect. When I say even for me, you understand what I mean. In another vein, it was a complete waste of time anyway, really, true. So you are supposed to know that questions like this will waste your time. Don't go spend all the time on this. Do you need any explanation of the things I've done here? Let me go step by step again. I went by what I taught in the classroom. Original flex budget, revised flex budget, actual result. Then the question is asking me to calculate the favorable material usage variance. I went ahead to ask what we should use, 10 kg operational, to produce it on 11,000. This was where I got stuck. They did use. I got stuck here. And I tell you why I got stuck. Because I didn't read this part of the question. LOCO's purchasing director, however, money to purchase raw materials at $20 per kilogram. All right. And that gave birth to $2,145,000. So if you spent $2,145,000 and you bought each at 20 kilograms, that meant you bought 107,250 kilograms. So I was looking for this figure. That wasted my time. So we did use 107,250 kilograms. We did use 107,250 kilograms. This was the game changer for me. This was the game changer for me. So I compared the two and we used 2,750 kilograms less, value at the standard price of 22, because I'm doing operational, line 2, line 3. I got that. Then line 1 and line 2 is the planning. We should have used 10 kilograms to produce it of 11,000. We did use 10 kilograms to produce 11,000. So 0, value at the standard price of 18, 0. So operational price, usage operational plus usage planning is total usage variance of 60,500. All these things I did here did not help. Yeah. Hello, guys. Texan, Anna, Awo, Bell, and Bridget. You are the guys I have in class now. Any questions? All right. Question 14, we have 2 more to go. Select whether each of the following statements relating to objectives in a not-for-profit organization are correct or incorrect. So the examiner puts you under fire small and releases the fire from on top of you with a question like this. Be answering these questions first. Yeah. What do you do? Multiple stakeholders can mean that the organization has multiple conflicting objectives. Well, everybody wants something from you. They are all likely to have different things they are looking for. So that's correct. Ranking the objective, the importance of objectives is easy as they can be quantified. Well, in a not-for-profit government-owned hospital, patient needs, doctors' needs, government needs, it may not be easy at all to prioritize them. The doctor wants a good work-life balance. The patient wants him to be present all the time in the consulting room or in the ward. How can that be easy to rank? Which of them is more important than the other? The doctor needs sleep, but the patient also, when the doctor sleeps, the patient dies. So ranking cannot be easy. So this is incorrect. Let me see. Ranking the importance of objective is easy. No, so it cannot be easy. Last question. Ratios, operating gearing. A company has an operating gearing ratio of 40%. We know gearing, but we are used to financial gearing. That's debt over equity. But operating gearing is calculated by dividing fixed costs by variable costs. Its current sales are 490 million and its current profit is 140 million. What will its operating profit be if sales increase by 30%? Okay, operating gearing, we are told, is 40 over 100. So in ratio terms, 40 for fixed costs, 100 for variable costs. So when you make sales of 490 million, and that gives you a profit of 140, you and I know that what stands between profit and sales is cost. So cost should be what? Cost should be 350. So if cost is 350, the fixed cost will be 40 40 for fixed cost, 100 for variable cost. So 140. Fixed cost will be 40 over 140 times the 350. Fixed cost will be 100 million. And variable cost will be, I'm just using proportions, 100 out of a total 140 times 350. Oh, it has not given it to me. So the total cost of 350, I've used operating gearing to split it between fixed cost 100 and variable cost 250. What will operating profit be if sales increase by 30%? Well, the definition of fixed cost is that they won't change. So for that matter, if sales increases by 30%, fixed cost will be the same. So contribution will increase by 30%. Sorry. I mean, having taught this class, I know this would be news to you, unless you've heard it from somewhere else. But the nature of fixed cost is that it's fixed. It doesn't change if activity changes. So when sales goes up by 30%, fixed cost doesn't change, but sales and variable costs change. And because the difference between sales and variable cost is contribution, it means contribution also changes. So if sales increase by 30%, implication is that contribution increases by 30%. Currently, contribution is sales 490 minus variable cost 250. Currently, contribution is 250. Increase by 30% means it will be 1.3. It will now be 1.3 or 130% of 240. Fixed cost won't change. So fixed cost will remain the same at 100 that I found above. So profit will now be 312 minus 100. 212. And that will be option B. Apologies, but I know that's a hard pill you've taken. 212 million. Operating gearing was not one of the ratios we mentioned, I mean, consciously, but that's it. I just follow suit with what the information is given to me to find that. Please take your time and go through. Now, what I would do if I was writing PM and I was in seniors class is that after this, whether today or sometime tomorrow, wherever, I'm going to answer these 15 questions again. And I'll give myself 54 minutes. I'll go to the specimen exam. I'll answer question 1 to 15. Then I'll go to the practice exam 1 and 2, and I'll answer all the 15 questions also. Then the things I'm getting wrong, I'll be correcting the wrongs along the way. And that's how I'm preparing for the exams. So you've got 3 practice exams. Practice exam 1 and 2, and then the mock. And then you've got specimen exams. So you've got 4 exams on the CB practice platform that I've got session A. Answer each one of these session A, 54 minutes. Let me show you how to mark. After doing that, navigate to last question. Yes, please.
Can you go over the variance before we mark?
The variance. Okay.
Yes, please.
The last one we did.
Yes, the last one.
Yeah, so, all right. So you observe that when I tried to answer this question, whether as a student or as a tutor, I went by what I learned, or as a tutor, what I taught you. I'm thinking about a worldwide shortage of materials. That's outside the control of the manager. So that brings me to planning variances. So I put down the lines there. Original budget for kilograms, 10. It was not revised. It was the price that was revised from 18 to 22 because of the worldwide shortage. Flexing means I multiply by the actual 11,000 units of the product produced. I got these numbers. I wanted to do, because I know the usage variance was not revised, the planning is already 0. So if there's any variance for usage, it is only operational. So I wanted to do the operational variance, and then that will be my answer. But when I said should use 10 kilograms for each of the 11,000 units, I came here to did use, and I didn't find it. But my game changer was to know that if the manager bought at $20 per kg and spent a total of 2,145,000, then dividing 2,145,000 by 20, that is to find out how many 20s do we have in 2,145,000. Will give me the number of kilograms he bought. So that was a game changer. And to be honest, I did not do well there by not noticing it early enough. I went around before I came back. But, well, you can't blame me. That's how the exam is. I was expecting to see that 107 to 250. No, but because I went around and I couldn't find it, I came back to read the question again and realized that if I ask myself how many $20 are in 2,145,000, that answer will give me the number of kilograms bought. So I compared that and I found 2,750, and I went about the normal way, valuing at 22. And I got that. And I know the usage variance was not changed. So the planning variance for usage was 0. So 0 plus 6,500 is 6,500. And like I said, well, it's my fault because I did not read well. If I read well, I would have spotted that long ago. So I went round. So it's my fault that it looked so complex for you, but it's not complex before. I was just looking for this game changer, the 107 250. That's what I was looking for. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so great. You're welcome. So the lesson for you is that knowing and remembering is not enough to pass the exams. Being on top of the knowing and the remembering to apply to the exam question is what is important. How do you get that? Practice. Look, I believe in prayers. I'm not sure if I believe in magic, but look, I believe in prayers and I believe in magic, but the point is what works it for you is not prayers or magic. What works it for you is to practice. That's it. Don't get me wrong. I believe in prayers. Magic, I'm not sure, but practice. And these things, you see this kind of problems. So when you go to the exam, it's not new to you. You know that, oh, I want to calculate the variance. This is the way I learned it. But most questions will not allow you to go about it that way. That's why I tell people that if you carry your textbook, there are formulae for calculating variance. If you learn those formulae, you'll be in trouble in the exams. Because the formula will not help you to solve exam standard questions. So you've got to understand what you are doing. All right. So I've navigated to the last question. Let me scroll up and down so this computer will have a feeling that I've read everything. And when I go to next, it allows me to go to the item review screen. And then I would end the exam. Yes, end it. Yes, end it. Exit. Now that I've exited, I can go back to the mark tab. Question that I've just finished doing will be there. And this is getting slow, but it will come up soon. Ah, so slow.